This is CJ with milliner Celina Kane at a St. Kate's University art fair. I've known of Celina since her birth, which I wrote about, but I'd never laid eyes on her until this art fair. And I'm proud of the fact that I was able to figure out who her parents are even before noticing that she was eating something from Spoonriver. Her mother is restaurateur Brenda Langton, owner of Spoonriver. Her dad is artist Timothy Kane. I have reason to believe that my favorite Timothy Kane painting is hidden underneath this one. When I went to the restaurant to shoot video of the Queen of Veggies cooking,
Okay. You gonna need something from the deli? Grab and go?
I do need something from the deli. Turned out it wasn't a day this vanguard in the vegetables forward movement was working back there, but she introduced me to staffers.
Chris Little, this is my friend CJ.
I'll get back to Brenda after we spent some time at the studio of Hatmake, where a new couture line, Celina Kane, is also being designed.
I have been a milliner for about 2.5 now. So I have studied millinery for almost 4 years, but my mentor, Anya Caliendo, who's a couture master milliner out in New York, who I studied with, set the numerical deadline of like how many hats you have to make to call yourself a milliner. So the number was 35. So as soon as I left her class, I tallied up the hats that I had made with her, which is like 5 hats and one that I made before, and then I just started working as hard as I could to get to my 35 quota. So then I could really feel like safely I had mastered some of the techniques and I could call myself a milliner. I don't honestly know why hats became this like spark of imagination for me. But I think like intellectually hats are interesting as this piece that comes out of your head, you know, and it's really something that shows your personality. Like glasses maybe is the only other accessory that I could say you're gonna notice them. It's on your face, it's on your head, you can't not see it. And so to wear a hat correctly, it has to make your face look nice, and it should reflect your personality, and different parts of your personality can come out. So if you're, hats can really create mystery, and you can become a whole new character, or you can sort of hide from the world in them with like a big brim, or you can really flaunt. And so that's something that intrigues me about hats.
I imagine you dream hats.
Yeah, a lot.
You know when you have dreamed of the iconic.
Yeah, every so often I have moments and I'll scribble down in my sketchbook like the new hat. Like it's something that no one's done before, but it's cool and it works. But I've been, actually just this week, I read a really great excerpt from a writer, Annie Dillard, and she said, to summarize, she said, you don't go into writing, and I think you can apply this to any art form, you don't go into it without a love of the essentials. So you don't go into it thinking, I'm going to write the next great American novel. You go into it because you love sentences, because you love words. So for me, it's, I have moments where I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be huge. And then like once that flicker of that moment goes away, I'm like, it's all really just about making the hat. Yeah. So it's about threading the needle and doing each stitch. Like that's what's really satisfying.
Okay. And your stitching, is that what makes you a milliner? At the art fair the other day, it is. I mean, it is so precise and they're beautiful and they are, they're uniform.
Yeah. Well, to be a milliner, you can take shortcuts and still call yourself a milliner, but if you're doing couture millinery, which is what I was really taught, each stitch is done by hand. I even do the lining by hand, so it's just a straight stitch, but I do it by hand. So
you mean instead of using the sewing machine, you do the lining by hand?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
When it comes to cool and complicated, the turban, recently popular with Nick Cannon and worn by characters Jessica Lange has played, can be very challenging.
Who I learned from Anya Caliendo out in New York. She's also Russian. She's like this is turban. First you get excited. Next you get frustrated. Then turban make you cry. And like, swear to God, it happened. I was the first one I made, it was velvet, and it was this like two-tone velvet that honestly I was going blind from looking at it because it was like ultraviolet colored, and I was like, I couldn't get it right. She kept pulling it out. She's like, no good, pulling it out, making me redo it. And I was like totally about to go into tears. And last time when I went to visit her, she's like, Celina, I don't teach the turban anymore. It made too many people cry. And so I'm really thankful that I learned, because it's a really difficult technique and it's really satisfying and beautiful when it's done, but you have to do it right.
You're a perfectionist about your hats. Are you a perfectionist about every area of your life?
Pretty much. I'm not compulsive about everything, but I do hold myself to really high standards. And I hold, I think you know something about this, you hold other people to high standards. But it's always out of, kindness and love and like striving to make a better product or make a better self. Yeah.
Would you marry a man who didn't wear hats?
Yes. I have a thing about guys in hats. I don't know if I like it or not.
Oh, okay.
It's like there's a lot of bad men's hats. The guys that wear hats wear those, and I'm like, no, like there's some get a nice Western, get a something with some style. Don't get like a little stingy brim fedora that you know. That's not my vibe. I have a thing about it.
How much was the most expensive hat somebody ruined trying on without giving care to the fact that they were wearing a lot of makeup?
Yeah. Well, one of the turbans got a little bit of makeup on it, and that's like a $475 hat.
Wow.
But
is shoplifting something that a milliner has to worry about at art fairs?
I think so. I think anybody at a craft fair tries to pay attention to it. I mean, anytime you sign up.
But how do you stick some of these things in your pocket?
Yeah, it's not as bad as like jewelry.
Yeah.
That's really heartbreaking that happens.
What kind of hat wearing community is the Twin Cities?
I'd say a mild one.
She's being very tactful there, isn't she?
Well, we're just a community that the fashion community here is getting more and more built up, which is fantastic. But it's a very casual city. I think it's a Midwestern thing. We like being comfortable.
Right.
We like
being warm.
Being warm,
Right.
exactly. There's not a ton of suffering for fashion that happens here, which is totally fine.
What do you cook better than your mother? Now we return to Spoonriver. There's an upcoming event near Brenda's heart and the Mill City Farmers Market's budget.
Can you do a shot of that for the market? That's my market.
Okay, so you have a dinner
The train shed.
in the train shed.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful auction and all these beautiful farmer market baskets. It's fabulous.
Okay, and that's $90,000 is the third.
$90,000 we'll make for the market.